Good morning, traders. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're joining me from. Please confirm if you can hear me in the comments. Can you hear me? Okay, I'm trying to share out the link for others to join, trying to notify everyone that we are live. So you should do same to go ahead and inform everyone around you, begging you to please teach them how to trade to join the live section. So go ahead and share the link. Go ahead and share the link, guys. You're welcome to today's section. Okay, so if you're just joining for the first time, as we are waiting for others to join, if you're joining for the first time, just state your name and where you're joining us from. State your name and where you're joining us from. If you've been here, don't worry, we know ourselves. I'm Happiness Hanson, and I know you too. You're welcome. But if you're joining for the first time, just state your name and where you're joining from. Divine from Worry, you're welcome. Okay, I'm checking for my phone to make sure everything is clear. Okay, you all are welcome. So, if I just see me for the first time, my name is Happiness Hanson, a forex trader with 4 years plus experience. So, what I do here literally is I get to share out how I trade. So, every Tuesday, I come live here on YouTube to show you guys how I trade, how I look at the charts, how I get to make money trading from the market. So if you also check my YouTube channel, you will see I was able to drop the strategy I use, step by step, the strategy I use. So what I do is whatever you've seen there, we apply it here live and we'll make money together. So if you're joining, we join with our live account because you know the drill. We trade fearlessly. So once we see our setup, we'll do our own part by sticking to our rules, sticking to our strategy, and making sure that we are not jumping around in the market, sticking to the rules. And once we see our setups, we don't hesitate. We'll take our trades. So that is just it. Because at the end of the day, no matter or no amount of analysis will guarantee that the market is actually going to hit your TP. So we put in our own, we'll do our own part by making sure that we'll stick to our strategy, map it out, and then allow the market to do whatever it wants to do. So in here, if we get an instant execution, we are taking our trades immediately. If we get a pending order, reasons for pending order, we'll put our pending order and wait for market to tap us in. So here we trade live, we're not joking. And I don't expect you to just stay here and be watching without making money. Okay, last week was kind of rough for us because even me, I was along the week, I just I was down. So I didn't trade much, but we were live here and most of our trades price did not tap in and GJ, told us it's not today and stopped us out. But this week, we're very positive. So we're going to look at the chart and look out for possible setups for us. Let's know what the market has for us today. So, are you guys ready? Don't worry, I can see that you guys are asking for fib settings. No problem. No problem. I will send it in. I'll send it in. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for today? If your account is ready, just type ready in the comments. Are you ready? Are you ready for today, guys? Are you ready? Okay. Nice. Okay, so let me know those that are in here. Which pair should we start with? Which pair should we start with? I don't want to get mixed answers in the group, or else I'll just start with what I have here. Which pair? Which pair? Which pair should we start with? Okay, I'll work with the first one that dropped. I'm going to work with the first one. Which one dropped first? Okay. There's a lot in the comments. Okay, gold. Gold dropped first. So guys, we're gonna start by looking at XAUSD. That is gold. And I can see more gold in the comments. So that simply means the gold traders are here. Do you trade gold? Do you trade gold, guys? We're looking at XAUSD. Can you guys see my chart? Can you guys see my charts, please? Okay. So don't worry, we'll look at many pairs today. Do you trade gold? Gold traders, are you here? Okay, so if you're wondering how we do it, let me open this first. All right. So the first thing we're going to do now, guys, you already know if you've been joining, we'll have to go to the daily time frame to understand the trend. I guess yesterday we took a buy on gold. Me and my VIP members, we took a buy on gold, and it didn't give us full TP. So after booking partials, it stopped us out on break even, and we're getting a sell off. Because you guys, I don't know if you guys saw the massive sell that happened on gold yesterday. So we're going to read the structure to actually understand what is going on together. We're going to read the structure to understand what is going on. So if you're just joining, we're looking at XAUSD on the daily time frame. So reading the structure, you can see that this is the last break of structure to the upside. Okay, or the most visible break of structure to the upside. We also have this, tiny one here. So what we want to check now, I want to check if gold is still bullish or if it's bearish. So we have this break of structure and another break of structure. And now our strategy, it's like this. Once we get a break of structure, we wait for price to come into the origin and keep pushing up. Because if market is breaking structure to the upside, then it's bullish. If it's breaking structure to the downside, then it's bearish. But now, after we got this break of structure, price came and cleared it. So as market has taken off this origin, we're going to call that change of character. Because price is no longer breaking structure to the upside, we now have a break of structure to the downside. So it's going to be a change of character. So after that, we started getting, we got another change of character here. This is an inner change of character. This is also another, because this origin caused a break of structure. So this origin, so for price to clear this one, you know, we expected this one to like push the market up, or you can see, market came there and cleared everything to the downside. So we got a general change of character here. So once we get a change of character, that simply means change of bias. The market has turned from bullish to bearish on XAUSD, looking at it from the daily time frame. So you can see what's happening. This being the origin that caused the change of character, you can see price came back into that origin. The correctional movement, took off from here. That is from this imbalance here. That's the correctional movement. This level is also an unmitigated zone. So the correctional movement took off from here, and when it got to this origin, it triggered a sell. So which simply means that the sellers are in, strongly. So looking at it from the 4 hours now, we're looking at 4 hours. What we're trying to do is top-down analysis. So from 4 hours, you can see where price actually respected. That is this over here, and pushed, and it's currently pushing down. So that simply means the movement is still on. So we need to know where it is headed and how we can join, because for price to tap in here, the sellers are still pushing gold down. We're not seeing any demand zone to bring gold up from 4 hours. So let's view from 2 hours. Okay. So from 2 hours, we still have something from 4 hours. Let's just refine the OB, which is this level. So this sell, I'm expecting it to, come and drop here. So I'm still expecting more push to the downside. So let's view from 1 hour. What I'm doing now is top down analysis until I get to my execution time frame. That is my entry time frame. So currently, gold is bearish. So looking at the bearish move, we got this. This is a break of structure, or okay, this is going to be a tiny change of character, because you can see as price approached this origin, we got the last break of structure here. Let me be indicating everything, because I know that I also have beginners here. So we got a tiny break of structure there. That's the last break of structure before the market tapped into the supply zone. So after the last break of structure, price cleared the origin, dishing out a change of character. Now from 1 hour, price actually retraced back into the FVG that caused the change of character, and then dished out this massive sell. So the little buy we even took yesterday with my VIP members was actually from this origin. So the buy was literally a correctional movement, and from there, price started pushing down. Now we have a new break of structure here. This is the new break of structure to the downside. Now the question is, should we wait for price to get into the order block? Because if you check from this break of structure, we have a massive FVG here. We have a massive FVG. Now, are we going to wait for it at the order block or FVG? Because I'm asking this question because lately, gold has been respecting more of FVG and leaving out the other blocks. So looking at it from 30 minutes, that is 30 minutes time frame, this is what we have. So if we are waiting for the next line of action, we have this other block from 30 minutes. So we can wait for price to get here, but we also have this massive imbalance. So let's go to our entry time frame and refine everything. So from our entry time frame, we have this other block aligning with that of 30 minutes, and We have this other block here. Then we have this imbalance here and another imbalance. So I'm just going to be watching, but you know me, I take my trades from order block. So imbalance is part of my confluences. So let's see if we can get a slash up. If the buyers can give us a correctional movement, then we'll join because we cannot be looking to sell from where gold is at. Although we have this, tiny structures going on here. This is more visible. We have this break of structure, and then you can see price reacted there, triggered itself, but it's not giving out a new break of structure. Because if you should give out a new break of structure, then we can leave this one pending and work with the most recent structure. But you can see after this break of structure, price came back into the origin. Yes, dished out little sell, but it has not cleared this low here. It has not cleared this low here. So that simply means the buyers may bring this correctional movement for us. So working with what we are seeing now on the chart, working with what we are seeing now on the chart, if we are setting our traps, guys, it's going to be here. Gold is bearish. That's a little bit below the last week projection, so it's going to be here. All right. So gold is bearish and we'll be looking to sell. So you can see how I mapped out everything, guys. You just need to start from the higher time frame, do your quick analysis clearly, because you don't just open the chart and jump in because you want to trade. You do your analysis, understand the full story, and then go ahead and take your trades. A lot are saying that my chart is not clear. I'm actually watching from my phone and it's very clear, because if it's not clear from my phone, I will have to like switch to another network. But it is very clear from my own phone. So I don't know why it is not clear there. It is very clear here. Very, very clear. So please, is my chart clear? If it's not clear, then it's your own network. I don't know. I can just wait for it to refresh and become more clear on your own end. So you can see how we're able to read the market structure clearly, and we have our traps all set. You remember I keep saying this, we set traps for a living. So this is just how you keep it simple for yourself. You don't need to, start jumping around, maybe looking at these movements, trying to catch something. If there is nothing for you, you check where you can, set your traps and wait for price to get there. Simply without any issue at all. So viewing from the structure that gold is giving us, this is what we'll be looking out for. So I'm going to write out the coordinates. I'm writing out the coordinate because we've gotten our POI from 15 minutes time frame. Once it's from 15 minutes time frame, I'm taking my trades aggressive entry. So we've refined our POI from 15 minutes time frame, and let's just see if the buyers can, give us a correctional movement. Even the correctional movement, if we get a break, this is a key level here. So if we get a break of this particular key level, then this can give us a change of character, something like this. Then we can also be able to catch the correctional movement. Change of character, any slight retracement, we can get in and push it here. But aligning with the trend, this is what we have. Very clean. Very clean. Someone is asking whether this FVG, yes, this is also an FVG, but remember, FVGs can be scattered everywhere on the chart. You just need to pay attention to the one that is very close to your origin. So we have a trap set on XAUSD, guys. That is gold. I'm going to write out the coordinates. It's going to be a sell limit. Sell limit on XAUSD. XAUSD, our entry price, which I'll be writing out as EP, our entry price will be 2678.44 SL. That is our stop loss. Stop loss. Okay, stop loss is around 125 pips, guys. Remember, this is gold. So I'm calling it out for those that are planning to go and over leverage. Have it in mind. Apply proper risk management, because you apply proper risk management by knowing your stop loss too. So the coordinates for our stop loss 2690.97, and then take profit. Take type of trade that can change life. So guys, our take profit is around 729 pips. With one lot size on this particular trade, you'll be making 7,002, just 7K dollars. $7,000 just with one lot size. That's why I said this is the type of trade that can change life for good. So guys, just stay tuned. I know most of you may be wondering, will it hit TP? We've smashed more than that. This year, guys. We're not joking here. Just set your traps and let the market do whatever you want to do. Okay, the strategy is here and it's working. The question you need to ask yourself, do you have the mind to trade? Or are you still a baby forex trader? Do you have the mind, guys? So apply proper risk management. Apply proper risk management. Okay. Okay, that is what we have. Someone is saying we did not map out the liquidity. So all these things here, all this accumulation here, they are all liquidity. Even when markets may start pushing up, it may also create liquidity. So currently, this is the liquidity present on this particular pair. So all our complexes are intact. Okay, so that's what we have. Okay, Moses is active because I was actually looking at the comments to be sure that he's present. Okay, thank you for writing out the coordinates. So for the gold traders, take a screenshot. This is a clean setup for us to utilize and maximize profit. So we've done our own part by setting our traps. Let's see what the market will do. So the next one, let's look at BTC. Let's look at BTC, guys. So we're going to start from the daily time frame. So looking at BTC has been pushing up. We actually expected it to get to 100K, but it was very close, and from there we are getting a massive retracement. So BTC was the only setup that stopped me and my mentees out yesterday. We were trying to buy BTC from one demand zone, and it cleared us out. But let's check what is going on for today. Now, if you check, we're looking at BTC from the daily time frame. So we have this record structure here. We have this break of structure here, and we also have this break of structure here. Now, from daily time frame, this is a trap to consider. So the question is BTC trying to drop to 70K before pushing up again? So this will be pending, considering the fact that we have the most recent break of structure here. So we have this origin generally here. I guess that's maybe may retrace BTC. So we're looking at the 4 hour time frame now. So the break of structure is still very clear. Refining it to 4 hour origin, it's maybe somewhere here because the origin is kind of, no imbalance present. So it's just more of a lot of accumulation going on. So I'm checking to get the main point. So from 4 hours, this should be where we'll be waiting for it. Now let's look at it from 2 hours. So 2 hours, we can still wait for it here. 1 hour. So that simply means BTC is still bullish. So we're just getting a correctional movement here. The sell is more of a correctional movement. So we're just checking where the sell is headed. So we also have this origin here from 1 hour. So 30 minutes. 30 minutes origin aligning. So that simply means we'll be waiting for BTC here to drop because that's the origin that can hold it back. Everything here, liquidity. So we're going to check the current movement to also know if we can catch this correctional movement. So let's check if we can catch. So we have this break of structure here. And now we're about to get a break of structure. It's not clear yet. So we also have this. This is also a break of structure to the downside. And you can see how price tapped in and it's trying to dish out a break of structure. So it's still reacting around this liquidity. So if we are waiting for a demand zone to push, refining it to 30 minutes to push BTC up, we can wait for it here. So that simply means BTC may be dropping to 87K. Looking at it from 15 minutes, I think we have a clean break of structure here. So this is it. Although the market is still moving, candlestick has not closed yet. So if, as we're getting this break of structure, a retracement, I'm not going to call this a break of structure yet because the candlestick is still open. So it may close with a long wick rejection. So we're just going to keep watching to see how it's going to play out. Or if we succeed in getting a break of structure there, then we'll wait for price to get into this origin. We'll wait for price here. And then we can sell BTC until we get to that demand zone. This one has been mitigated, so I'll take it away so that we can have a clean chart. So once this candlestick closes, we can get we'll get a break of structure, then a retracement will sell BTC. So you can see the candlestick has closed. So we have a clean break of structure there. We have a clean break of structure here. So any retracement into this level, we can sell BTC. So if you should retrace from where the current market price is at, we can sell BTC, guys. So let's see. Do you guys have same setup with me? Do you have same setup with me, guys? BTC traders, do you have same setup with me? So let's see what will happen. Remember, we are targeting this level. We're targeting this level. So let's see if the market will, tag us in. Okay, so I'm going to write out the coordinates. It's also going to be a sell limit. Trying to catch a correctional movements. Sell limit on BTC. Wondering where I view my own. So when I'm looking at crypto, I pay it with crypto. So we're looking at BTC USDT. Because I get the complex, sometimes my coordinates will not be aligning with yours. Maybe because we're looking at different charts. So the entry price is going to be 94,637 points 09, and then SL is around 45 pips. Okay, 48 pips. It's going to be 120.87. Take profits. So take profits. If price should, retrace from here, we're targeting 218 pips, which is 92455.09. So that is it, guys. Apply proper risk management. Apply proper risk management, guys. So that's what we have on BTC. Are you guys with me? So clearly we're trying to catch this correctional movement on BTC. Why is someone saying I didn't call out the TP on gold? This is it now, TP 2605.48. The TP is here on gold. And we also have a lookout on BTC. So let's look at GBP JPY, guys. So looking at GBP JPY from Looking at GPJPY from the daily time frame, let's also understand what is going on. So we're going to read the most recent structure. I keep mapping out this particular origin because this origin is yet to finish up its movement. Because after it dished out this break of structure to the upside, price tapped in and it triggered a buy. But remember, I said once an origin has been tapped into, the work of that origin is to give us a new break of structure. And this one has been dancing around. It's yet to give us a new break of structure. But inside the movement, we have this break of structure here. We have this break of structure, and we also have this break of structure here. So we're going to look at 4 hours because if we are viewing from the daily time frame, this is the visible origin that price may retrace into. Now, if we're looking at, um, sorry guys, I'm getting, okay. If we're looking at 4 hours, so if we're looking at 4 hours, refining the origin, it's going to be here. That is the origin that caused this break of structure. So the question is, this particular origin, it was kind of the consolidation was too much from the daily time frame, so we couldn't point out the main origin that caused the break of structure. So as we're looking at it from 4 hours, the internal break of structures, we got this break of structure here. This is an internal break of structure here. Because what I'm checking now, I want to check if price has mitigated the origin. Because if price has mitigated the origin, then we're going to see that as liquidity and we're going to keep selling GJ until we get here. Because we took a sell on GJ yesterday. Okay, this one has not been mitigated. So let's view from what is going on here, because if I am waiting to buy GJ, it's going to be from here. I'll have to wait for it to get here. So that simply means we need to keep selling GJ. So let me show you guys why we'll be looking to sell GJ. Remember, we also have from 4 hours, we're getting clearer structures. We have a break of structure here. So this is the origin, price cleared it, which created an internal change of character. But you can see price respected the origin that caused this break of structure. And then remember what I always say, once price taps into an origin like this, it should give us a new break of structure for us to know that the trend is still intact. So, but price tapped and dished out a buy and created an equal high, and we started getting a retracement to the downside. So that simply means for price to clear out this origin, we've gotten a change of character to the downside. We've gotten a change of character to the downside. And from 4 hours, I think markets respected FVG. So it tapped into the FVG. Then we have a new break of structure here. So let's look at it from 2 hours. So we're getting a clearer view here from 2 hours. A new break of structure here. Now you can see the sell, that happened yesterday on GJ, which if you viewed my post yesterday, you would notice the setup. So this is the origin. Now, if you check after price tapped into this FVG, it kept on pushing down, got to this origin, reacted. Now, this last consolidation before the impulsive movement, that's actually the origin, that's the main origin that caused the break of structure, which price tapped in. And if you check, let's look at 1 hour. If you check, the origin has dished out, has finished its mission by giving us a new break of structure to the downside. We have a new break of structure to the downside. So we have a new break of structure to the downside here. So let's look at 30 minutes. So looking at 30 minutes, this particular break of structure to the downside, the question now is where is the origin? Because from 30 minutes, the origin is not that clear. So if we are pointing out the origin, it can be somewhere here. But let's look at our um, entry time frame, that's 15 minutes. So the sell we took on GJ, this is the origin, price tapped in. Now we have another break of structure. So if we are looking, because if you check this origin, this inside this movement, all these things are internal movements. Now if you check the internal movements, we have a break. We have a break of structure to the downside. Generally, everything here is the origin, price tapped in, dished out, another break of structure. I'm doing this so that you will not, go and map out an origin that price has already mitigated. So this dished out a new break of structure. This being the origin, price mitigated it. And now, still inside the internal structures, we have another break of structure, which generally the movement caused this one too. So this is the only origin that price has not mitigated. This one here. So I'm just going to. So all these ones price has mitigated. So I'm going to take them out so that we'll have a clean chart. You don't have to fill up your chart with too much drawings so that you'll be able to see. So this should be where we'll be waiting for another sell on GJ. But now looking at everything here, I can see a lot of liquidity here. So if price should actually, sweep to clear all these things to come and tap in here, I won't be surprised because there's a lot of liquidity here. So that simply means if we are trying to wait, it's better we wait for the market here. So let's be very strategic here. Wait for it here, not here, because I'm seeing this as an inducement liquidity. We have a lot of liquidity sitting here. It's more like a trend line liquidity to the downside. So I wouldn't want to take entries from liquidity. So I won't be considering this origin. Instead, I'll wait for GJ here. So for the GJ traders, tell me the truth. Which one are you waiting for? So you can see how it's fine as you are joining the live session and you're seeing how we are applying it. Yes, if you have this origin, it is valid. But now consider the liquidity sitting there. If we take entries from here, we are trying to take entries from liquidity. So for the GJ traders, tell me where you're waiting for it. Tell me where you're waiting for it. You don't need to be shy. There's nothing like nobody's going to flog you if you are wrong or right. The only thing that will prove that you are wrong or right is if the market should stop you out and hit your SL. That's when you will know that you are wrong. So, GJ traders, do you have same setup with me? We're gonna wait for it here, guys, to be very safe on this trade. So SL is 20 pips away. I'm placing SL just here, 20 pips away. Okay, Muzam FX said no. So what are you seeing? You want to take a buy? So as we are waiting for it here, we also have this. You can see we've gotten an internal structure here, a break of structure here. We have a break of structure here, guys. We have a break of structure here, and this origin can also initiate the correctional movement because currently price is reacting to the FVG. So this origin can initiate the correctional movement. So this is going to be an instant execution if price should get there. Unless you want to take, if you take entries from FVG, then this trade is ready. So you can just place your stop loss somewhere here. If you take entries from FVG, then you can buy now because we'll be buying to sell GJ. If you take entries from FVG, then your entry is ready. You can take a buy now on GBP JPY. But if you take entries from the order block, you just wait for a little slash down because price has not tapped into the order block yet. So you can wait for price to tap into the order block, then we'll buy to sell considering the inner movement here. But if you don't want to catch the correctional movement, you can patiently wait for price to get here. So because if I'm to, rate these two trades, this is more safer for us because we are aligning with the trend, that's the correctional movement. And then this is just from an internal movement from 15 minutes, but we also have reasons for it. So what we are doing now, we're trying to catch correctional movement. So catching correctional movement may be very tricky, but I'm still going to drop the coordinates. So we've gotten this break. We've gotten this break. So, like I said, that if you take entries from FVG, it's ready. It's ready. You know, I don't actually look at 5 minutes, but because this is an internal movement, when you look at it from 5 minutes, you will know why we're trying to take our trades from there. So this is it. We're trying to catch correctional movements, guys. Most of you may be asking, we'll have this track. What will happen to all the movements that will push up before we'll get here? So sometimes when we'll get reasons to catch the movement, we'll also take it, which is what we've seen now. So I'm going to take out this particular OB because it has delivered its job. So we need to go away so that we can see clearly. So this is the OB that we're working with now. If you take entries from FVG, you can buy now on GJ. If you are waiting for the order block, I'm going to write out the coordinate. But if you take entries from FVG, you can take a buy now on GJ. You can take a buy now. I'm going to drop the coordinates for FVG entry. FVG entry. Buy now on GBP. Buy now, don't wait. This is an instant execution because as you are waiting, price is moving. So if you take entries from FVG, price is reacting on FVG. So you can buy now as I'm writing out the coordinates so that you will get a good entry. Buy now on GBP JPY at current market price. at current market price, that is 193.141. That's where the current market price is at now. So by now, TP will be 161 pips, so it's going to be 194.495. SL will be somewhere around here. So SL will be that's around 25 pips. SL will be 192.669. All right, guys, apply proper risk management. Everybody stick to your rules. If you take entries from other block, you calm down. Don't allow fear of missing out to catch you. But if you work with FVG, your trade is active. Then other block entry, price has not tapped into the other block yet. So other block entry, let me also drop the coordinates. So for other block entry, you have to beg those that have taken interest from FVG for price to just retrace so that we can roll together. So it's going to be a buy limit because it's going to be a pending order. Price is not there yet. Pending order buy limit on GBP, JPY, entry price. Okay, stop loss is going to be around here, 31 pips. So entry price will be 192.885. TP, we're still targeting same TP, 194.495. SL for other block entry is 31 pips away. So it's going to be 192.567. Apply proper risk management, guys. Apply proper risk management. So this is for the buy. Then still on GJ, we also have a sell setup. Sell limit. Sell limit on GBP, JPY. Entry price will be 194.489. SL let's zoom out and get the SL 194.701. 194.701. Then TP we are targeting 192.556. Apply proper risk management. Apply proper risk management, guys. So which one will you be taking? Which one will you be taking? Let me know in the comments for the GJ traders, which one will you be taking? Are you in on the buy now? That is the FVG entry, or you're waiting for OB entry? Okay, I can see the sell. Someone said both. The sell. Okay, the sell. Okay. So me, I can be taking the boat, but I'll be working with OB entry. So let's see if we'll get a slash down to the OB. But if you are in for the FVG, enjoy the ride. Price may push up from there. So I'm, going to take the sell, and if I get a slash down to this OB, I can also catch the correctional movement. So these are the coordinates, guys. These are the coordinates. Okay. So let's see. Let's see. Okay. Let's look at GBP USD. Let's look at GBP USD. Let's go from the daily time frame. So last week we pointed out that GBP USD, is clearly bearish, because you can see this. It's even started from here after we got this break of structure. We're looking at GBP USD, guys, from the daily time frame. After we got this break of structure here, this is also a break of structure. Price came here. This was where we got the internal change of character. And then we also have the general change of character here, which turned GJ to bearish. So if you're here, you'll be trying to buy GJ. That is why you are blowing your accounts. That is why you are blowing up your accounts. So from the daily time frame, this origin may, disturb the sellers. But for now, we're still bearish until we get here, because this origin dished out this general break of structure here, and price is yet to mitigate it. This break of structure here. If you've collected SL this week, say yes in the comments. It's just Tuesday. Yesterday, Monday. Today, Tuesday. If you've collected SL, say yes in the comments. If the market has collected from you this week, say yes in the comments. Okay, someone said no. No. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, no, yes. Someone said go chop me yesterday. Okay. We're looking at GU from 4 hours now. We're still selling until we get here, guys. I chop am like food of BTC. Oh, me, I've collected too, but it's just that uh, the profit I made is still covering it all. But BTC hit me yesterday. We were trying to buy BTC yesterday. The thing just slashed down and turned bearish. So me, I've collected two. I've collected two TP. Okay, two profits. One SL. So let's check. GBP USD. Okay, so from the daily time frame, 4 hours, guys. 4 hours. 4 hours. This is GJ sometimes or GU. GU sometimes the movement can be very tricky. So you need to be very careful. So looking at the most recent structure, this is the last break of structure to the downside as price is trying to approach this demand zone. So if we are mapping out the origin, it's going to be here. So we're going to keep refining. Let's look at 2 hours. So let's look at 2 hours. Yeah. 2 hours, we can wait for the sell here. 1 hour. Here. So everything here is literally liquidity. I'm expecting price to. This gap is just because of markets opening. So some of the things that happened during the weekend. So let's look at 30 minutes. Refining this origin to 30 minutes is going to be here. 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes, it's going to be here. So this is where we're going to set our sell trap on GBP USD while we are watching whatever market is doing here. That's why I said understand your movement, because everything happening inside here is not our business. We've seen where our trap should be. So we'll patiently wait for price to get there. Because all this was happening here now. If you're trying to get it now, you'll see the market will just be beating you up and you'll be wondering why you are receiving slap here and there, not knowing that you are trying to take trades from a movement that you don't even know what's going on. So this is where we're going to wait for GU. So we're going to wait for GU there. We're already getting a retracement, so we'll wait for it here too. So even to catch the correctional movement is not clear. So we're just going to wait for the sell here on. Okay, so I'm already catching the correctional movement. Fine. If you're catching the correctional movement, although I'm not seeing a clearer, I'm not understanding the move there from the correctional movement because we're just getting break of structure to the downside unless this level clears out. But I'm just going to drop coordinate for the sell. That is more probable. So the sell SL is around 20 pips away. 20 pips, and so it's going to be a sell limit. Most of our trades all this while has been buy limits, but now structures, we've gotten change in structures, and now we are having more of sell limits on GBP USD. Entry price we have 1.27000. TP will be targeting this level. That is sell limits on GBP USD. Entry price will be 1.27000. TP 1.24870. SL 1.27208. Apply proper risk management. All right, guys. All right, guys. GU traders, are you getting ready for this? Do we have same setup? Thanks, ProFS Group, for writing out the code. So we're just gonna patiently wait for this. We're selling GU once it gets here. It's all about being patient, guys. No rush. Be patient. I can see comments on GJ. What's going on there? Okay. FVG traders, they don't want to tap us in. Wickedness overload. If you're already making profits on GJ, say yes in the comments. This is massive profit, guys. Massive buy. Okay, 50 pips plus. If you are packing out profit on GJ, say yes in the comments. Nice. We are doing back. Last week GJ collected from us. Let's collect with muzzle this time around. Let's pack it like this. If you're not in yet, don't go to jump in, because if you jump in now, you will collect. You will collect massively. So remember, this is an eternal movement. Although we are targeting here, but as price is reacting here, also be observant, because this is the break of structure. This is the point of retracement. So taking profit, you can book some partials and break even. Collect your profit too, because this is a correctional movement. And also trust them. Okay, nice. If you're not in yet, patiently wait for the sale. Patiently wait for the sale. Okay, let's look at US oil. US oil traders, are you here? Let's look at US oil. Then from the daily time frame, we have this as a break of structure. This is a break of structure. Another break of structure. And price is actually mitigating their origins. Another break of structure, and another break. It's looking as if this week market is just respecting FVG, because both on gold, GJ, it's just more of the FVG. Okay, this particular origin has not dished out a new break of structure on US oil, but currently we are getting that bearish momentum on US oil. But this particular origin is still giving us equal highs, equal lows, I mean. So this is more like a support that price is yet to clear. This is support. This is support that market is yet to clear. Now, if you check inside this particular movement, we also have internal break of structure to the upside, which is here. There's an internal break of structure to the upside. So the question is he trying to bring in the bias? Because now from that internal break of structure, this is the origin and that is where price is reacting to. So let's view from 4 hours. Okay, refining it from 4 hours. This is it here. So this is, actually the general support. So I'm just going to leave it pending here. So this is the internal break of structure. Price has already mitigated this origin, but this origin is yet to give us you know, a break further to the downside to show us that the sellers are in. So the buyers are fighting the sellers here, dishing out buy. You can see the first time we tapped it, dished out a buy, and it got retraced again. And now, still inside this movement, I can see an internal break of structure here. I can see an internal break of structure here. So we're looking at US oil. Someone is asking, can I still enter? Please don't. Don't enter GBP It's gone. The buy is gone. So those that are enjoying the buy, pack your profits well. But if you're not in, don't jump in. I kept on saying get in, get in. I don't know why. Why is it like that? When I'll be saying get in, you'll be scared and contemplating, what if I hit SL? Then when it will start moving to our direction and bringing our profit, that's now when you want to jump in and go and lose money. If you really want to jump into a trade like that, getting the right movement, just wait. Just once you hear jump in, jump in. But now it's long gone. If you take that trade now, your SL will be around 200 pips. Unless you are ready for that. I guess you are controlling billions. Okay. This is also another trap we can have on US oil. It's bearish, but price is not breaking the structure. So we're getting all these internal structures. So we can wait for have a call coming in. You have to wait till I finish my section. Okay. So 1 hour is still aligning. 1 hour is aligning. 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes, we have it here. So what I'm doing now, I'm refining. So 30 minutes here. Let's look at our entry time frame. That is 15 minutes. Okay. Okay, 15 minutes is aligning. So for US oil, guys, we're going to wait for it here. For US oil. Everything here, they are all liquidities. Let's see. Origin gotten from the higher time frame and refined to our entry time frame. So let's see if price will get there. Because now checking from here, these are also dished out. Let's also read the correctional movement structure. We have this break of structure to the upside. We have this break of structure here. Price clearing it, change of character. Price clearing the change of character. So market may come back. I can see FVG present there. So market may come back to the FVG because the other block is not clear. The other block is here. So market may come back to the FVG and drop again. So this may be another level to catch correctional movement on US oil. but I'm gonna drop the coordinates for the buy. Which is here, where would the SI be? SI is somewhere around here. So SI is going to be 40 pips away. And then take profits will be there, here, like this. So this, we're just going to see what price will do if we should get there, because that level gave us a change of character. So this is what we have on US oil. So I'm going to write out the coordinates, buy limits. Let's write it here, buy limits. Buy limits on US oil. Entry price 66.977. Yeah. SL 66.559. TP TP 71.492. Apply proper risk. Apply proper risk management. Okay, I can see all these GJ traders, they are trying to oppress us with their profit. Interesting. Enjoy your profit and leave us alone now. Enjoy your profit and leave us. Thank you, Moses, for writing the coordinates out. Enjoy your profit and leave us alone. 90 pips. This is my first official trade. Congratulations. 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 So, guys, remember this section is meant to be for 1 hour, and we've taken 1 hour, 18 minutes. So, I'll be ending this section soon. So, I'll be dropping link because I want you guys to do your own now. Because my VIP group, I don't even analyze too much. Once I analyze 2 or 3, I will tell others to share their screen and analyze. Let me watch how you do yours. Because with that, you get to learn and you will master it. You become your own boss. You get the point. So you will go ahead and let me share out the link. So you go ahead and drop your own setup for me. That's if I did not look at your pair. You drop your own setup for me. Where's this link? If I did not look at your pair, just drop your setup. Let me know if you're actually, understanding. Time frame for US oil is 15 minutes now. So the link is in the comments. From the link, you can join the public group. You can also join for VIP. Okay, talking about the VIP, after I did the last promo, my DM is filled up with a lot of, pleadings that I should open it up again for Christmas. So let me hear from you guys. Okay, BTC is approaching the level. Let's see. Okay, gold is still intact. Gold is pushing up. Someone said do Black Friday. Okay, I just want to hear from you guys in the comments because if you don't get the opportunity to join the VIP group, that is if you want to join. If you don't get the opportunity to join the VIP group this year, as the year is almost going to an end, to get access to it next year, it may be very costly. Oh my God, GJ traders, I can see the push. I can see the push. Nice. Okay, we didn't look. Did we look at US 30 today? I will share the setup if there are any. We didn't look at US 30. I think we looked at US. So, like I was saying, if you don't, get to join the VIP group this year, catch it now that it's kind of cheap because my price changes yearly. So, someone is asking, is that the last promo? I want you guys to decide. Should I open it up? Because inside me, I don't want to. I don't want to open it. Because I know what I dish out here. Even for free, a lot are packing out funds out of the chat. Yeah, I'll drop setup on US 30. Okay. So looking at the comments, the only reason why I'm going to be opening it up again will be because the prices will be changing soon from the monthly. Currently monthly is $50 to join the VIP group. Yearly is $200, and lifetime is $500. The price will be changing from next year, maybe adding, you know, times two of the price. From next year, it will be active on the site from 1st January. So if you want to catch it cheap, you can get access to it now. So from the general plea, I'll open it up. I'll open it up again. Then I'll announce in the group how long it's going to take, whether it will be for 1 day or 2 days. I'll open it up again. So this is more like just for the year. You need to get access to it because it's going to get hotter, from next year. So you need to be inside the VIP group. You need to be there. So you don't need to be watching from the free group. I've tried to open it up for everybody. So this time around, it will also be touching that of the monthly. So everything 50% off again. It will also be touching that of the monthly. So I'll drop the link. I'll drop the link. So just message me there. You can see message for VIP. If you go to the website, you may not see the promo because I've not put it in there. You may see the old price. So just click the link, you'll see message for VIP. Just message me, right? Promo. A VIP promo, so that I will generate the link again. So if you are here and you're part of those that were actually begging me to open it up. This time around, if I close it, I wouldn't. If you beg me again, you may collect. You will collect. You will collect this time around if I'm open because I don't know why you guys have to always wait for promo for all of you to jump in. A lot of persons grabbed the last time. So you will see the link message for VIP. Just drop the message there. Then I'll send you. So like I said, that both. Let me write it out. So this is it for the monthly. It will be affecting both the monthly, but if you are very wise, I will not advise you go for the monthly because it's just for a short period of time and you'll be off the group. So monthly old price is 50, but the new price, promo price will be, because I'm doing 50% off, Promo price will be $25. That's the promo price. My own Christmas gift came early. So if you like, don't grab it. Then for the yearly, I just want all of you to just jump into the VIP group so that you understand what's going on there. If you are not able to pack millions this year, you should be ready to do that with me next year. So yearly old prices. Um, old price is $200. Promo price. Promo price will now be $100 to get access for the 1 year. Then for the lifetime, so lifetime comes with account management. That is only for the lifetime. If you're also interested for account management, $500 and promo price will be $250. Yeah, someone is asking if they communicate in the group. Of course, in there you will share your own setup. In there you will even teach because I'm I'm going to, more like teach you how to become your own boss so that you will not just be dependent on signals. We don't do that in there. So that is the promo price. So if you like, don't grab it now. When it closes, come and beg me again. I will send in the new price because we'll be getting, as 50% is off, we may be adding 100 or 50% to the price after this promo because it's more like I don't know what you guys call it, Black Friday or the Christmas promo. So it's open again. The link is here. You can see message for VIP. Just message and type VIP promo. Okay, guys, that will be all for today. We'll meet again next Tuesday to also trade together. And I'll be sharing out all these setups and even more if they are added to the group. So bye for now. So someone is asking, is the VIP sent with mentorship class? Yes, yes, it is. It is. So the link is in the comments. It's also pinned to the description. So you can just message promo, VIP promo, guys. All right. Bye for now, guys.